The NFL is finally back. Preseason is over. The 53-man rosters have been solidified. The quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the offense, everybody's been decided. If you're on the team, you're on the team. If you're not, good luck. Arrivederci, all that stuff. So now we just going to get into it, man. How we feeling about this week's NFL games? I'm going to pull up a couple of them on the screen right here. Of course, first we got Thursday night. We got the Lions and the Chiefs. I know we already know where Rouse is going. I think everybody knows the Chiefs are going to win that game. Can we all agree to that?
First off, I ain't like what y'all was talking about with the Chiefs last week's episode where y'all predictions talking about like, we liking the Bengals and the Browns and whom and right.
Ain't nobody say the Browns. Ain't nobody say the damn Browns.
Hey man, put some respect on the Chiefs. But I'm gonna say this right. Like I heard this earlier myself, and it kind of got me like concerned about the Chiefs season going forward because this first game I believe it's going to.
Please do not bring up Chris Jones.
The contract that the Chiefs had offered was around $27 million. He wants north about another $9 million of that, so he'd be $1 million up on Aaron Donald, right? Understandable for him because he's the best player right now, but that contract, much like how they talk about the Deshaun Watson contract,
best player right now where?
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Best player right now where? On the Chiefs defense?
Well, I mean, who else has a better resume than him right now?
Chris Jones. The man who only had a few sacks. No, stop. That's
the only thing that man missing.
But he wasn't defensive. No,
Before we got Chris Jones, bro, we struggled going after the other team's quarterback. Did we not? Were we not the bottom ranked defense?
Y'all still do. Y'all didn't even know. Chris Jones is not that nice. Relax.
Last year, top 15, and because of one man, that man on the line. That's the only person on the defense you're afraid of. You know what I'm saying? It's the only name another somebody else on the defense. Off top.
I can't even name him until they started talking about him. He's not a household name, dude. No, stop. They're just now bringing this man up. Y'all won Super Bowl.
The ball, you need to make sure he's taken care of and not see your chart. Just because we drafted, actually not drafted, we picked up another guy. He's suspended for the first 6 weeks. He's supposed to be the second behind Chris Jones. So who's chasing the quarterback? That's where they're looking.
Y'all don't need to. That's not something. Okay. Y'all have gotten 2 Super Bowls off of not.
In the AFC, you need a little touch of defense. You don't necessarily need a top 10, but you need a little touch. You got to get after the quarterback or be able to put something in the way to take an aspect of the game away. You got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. You can't sit here and tell me you can leave these guys in the clean pocket and just say, we should be fine. We'll win and shoot out every game. That's not
okay. That's true. That's true. But to say Chris Jones is the best in the league right now is a little bit atrocious.
I'm not necessarily saying he is.
You just did. You just said he's no one's.
It's his payday coming up. He's going to want that money. He's saying, bro, I just want $1 million more than Aaron Donald. That's his whole argument. But the Chiefs are giving him a nice size because the market is about $20 million. They give him north of that, but he wants a little more. I get that. And because of that holdout, it's going to leave them in a bad situation because, how bad does he really want that extra million? Because that contract that I was talking about is fully guaranteed. There's no hip hands about that. That's what was reported. But the thing is, especially with the Chiefs household, they were expecting him to come to practice today. Because he didn't, it has thrown everything out in the loop. And that's been reported. It's going in a place to where like we expected to be able to have him, bring him in. And I feel like some of these other players that we're talking about, I can't remember the DM for the Chargers off the top of my head right now. I can't remember his name. It's going to kick me in that. Someone else going to name him in the chat. But basically, like, both these guys are trying to get more than Aaron Donald. One of them, it's like Joe Burrow, like, we thought he was going to get more than Justin Herbert.
You're talking about Joe
Both these guys. Bosa. Yeah, Bosa.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get paid too. Him and Chris Jones are both up. No one wants to be the first one because the other person just automatically going to jump him. You know what I'm saying? That just makes sense. So it's just like going for the Chiefs. It's like, okay, we can't really sit around and just wait for the Chargers to make the first move. We're trying to go ahead and get this ahead of the time, especially with the game coming up Thursday. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of like, whoa, all right, how are we going to get him ready and prepared for week 1? You know what I'm saying? He said he wants to be Defensive Player of the Year this year. I don't know how necessarily he's going to be able to get that if he doesn't play at least about 8 games this year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he would need to play the full season to be able to qualify for that award this year. But to each his own, he may be playing a hell of a player this year for the season. But for the Chiefs, it hurts them defensively, and that's why I'm like looking for my predictions going forward. That was under the pretense that we would still have our solid defense, about top 15, not even top 10, top 15. Real lot. That's all the Chiefs really need, especially when you look at someone going to Detroit. But not having that might hurt them in certain spots where some games would have been like an easy dub, might have a Colts loss like we did last year. That's all I'm trying to say with that. We're still going to win season opener, but
that's all I wanted to know. You went and gave me a whole monologue about Chris Jones being the best defensive player.
Good Lord.
Hey, I was like, dog, hold on, bro. We was just going. But he had to get his in. He had to get his in because he wasn't here last week. So that's respect.
Well, who fought that in?
No, actually, I just earlier today, and so it was kind of found up really interesting, especially with all the content.
I've been hearing about it all week too, and I'm like, he's not. Relax, guys. They not going to pay if they're not going to give Tyreek top wide receiver money. They're not going to get this man no time, and they will be just fine without him. Y'all can still win a Super Bowl without Chris Jones. But
worry about Patrick Mahomes on that.
Thank you. Ain't nobody worried about the y'all defense has not won y'all a Super Bowl yet. It's been your offense.
Really trash.
Y'all, and it's exactly. Thank you. But
you could say our defense was trash, but guess who was still down in the Super Bowl? Guess who made those stops, right?
30 points every time
they didn't make no stops. We put 35 on y'all. It's not basketball.
It's not y'all just outscored other teams. Y'all
Thank you.
Outscored them.
Thank you.
And I can say that because that's how New England used to win all our championships. It was never our defense was the guys. We just outscored everybody. And that's how it always worked.
And that's okay. I'm not saying that that's bad, but to sit here and talk about the defense like it's no. And then you said top 15. There's 32 teams, and that's half the league. That's basically saying they're in the best half of defense. If you would have said top 5, I would have been like, okay. You're saying top 15. Top 15, bro. Top 15 is just the better half of the league. But anywho, let's move on. Oh, no, I'll let you get the point. I'll let you get your last point. Then we'll move on. Go ahead.
Saying that's where we was ranked when we won last year, and I believe top 12 when we won prior before against the Niners. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm just trying to say. We don't need top 10. We don't need top 10. That's what I'm just trying to say.
Okay, cool. And y'all will still be that without Chris Jones. It's okay. But next, all right, Bengals versus the Browns. I got the Bengals. Well, I still got the Bengals.
They say Joey B's
is Joe good or not?
Yeah, they say he playing.
Oh, they say he's playing.
Yeah, I got the Bengals there. I don't know is Nick Chubb gonna be able to carry that the whole entire Browns team. No disrespect to Deshaun Watson, but to me it seems like that's more Nick Chubb's team than it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Deshaun. They're gonna say he lost a step when I think he just don't fit in with the system. That's all it's gonna be.
What? You ain't even seen the man play a snap.
Yes, he did. He played like 4 games last year, and I just know how.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, they didn't. They didn't do that well. They didn't do that.
Hell, yes, they did.
They didn't. Well, okay. They played well, but I just don't think it's going to be Deshaun as in like the 5,000-yard Deshaun, the leading touchdown. Like, it's not going to be that Houston Deshaun that we saw. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be the same.
Honest, but this is a bigger question though for me that I would ask you. Is it more about is it the old Deshaun Watson that we're going to see, or is it going to be the same old Bengals that we're going to see? Because as much as we talk about them going to the AFC Championship game and they've had great success, they start off slow. They start off the season 0-2, 0-3. We don't talk about it.
That's true. That's true.
Joe Burrow got hurt. Jamal Chase was hurt, and that is the case. True, but what is the case this year too? Joe Burrow's hurt.
I mean,
you're going to play your situation.
To your point, I guess to your point, for the sake of the conversation for this week, you know what I mean? That's a great point because I don't think that really deters them from later on in the playoffs or anything. But for the convo of this week, you know, they do necessarily probably start off slowly. But I think for the Browns, in terms of Deshaun's overall success, you know what I mean? Because I think, you know, the main conversation is this week, but Deshaun's overall success, I think, you know, will be shown not this year, but more so next year. This is his real first year with the team. But I think he's going to do extremely well and a lot better than what people are expecting because he's already been with the team for 2 years darn near. Just because he couldn't play during, on Sunday doesn't mean that he wasn't able to practice with some of his teammates and stuff like that. So I think that they're going to be okay. But as a whole, I think the Bengals might take this game though. I think that I just think that they're coming like they're going against another Ohio team. Like they gotta establish that dominance. They know Deshaun's coming back. It's like I gotta show Deshaun his place. That's what the Bengals are definitely thinking. I think.
Yeah, that's solid.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for the upset. I'm gonna go Browns. I like Nick Chubb. Deshaun Watson. Come out with something like he been out for a long time and he had to get past that allegation. They try to bury my dog, and he's still here. So yeah, I think this might be an upset. I think I like Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna say 31-24. I like the Browns. Yeah. Nick Chubb.
This man put a number on it. Okay.
Nick Chubb.
Hey, cool.
crazy.
I'm right there with you on the Browns pick, bro.
I think I might, but I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like is
Joe Burrow playing? Is Joe Burrow playing?
No, Burrow playing apparently, but he gonna be on one leg because that calf is still messed up.
Yeah, I like my dog in fantasy, but I like him for that L in real life. So that's my take.
Hey man, that division tough. Like real live. Like we kind of forget that the Ravens were
and this is not to say the Bengals not the Bengals. It's the first week. You know how it go. Like when you
it's the first week.
It's the first week.
Because the Lions got a chance to beat Kansas City. I was gonna say that, but we kind of.
But it's in Kansas City.
It's in
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing that hurts.
It's in Cleveland. It's in Cleveland. So if the Bengals lose, it's not that bad. It's like, okay, you going back home. Just reestablish home dominance.
Right.
You're going to be all right. You lose on the road.
Well, this is a divisional game, too.
Lose on the road, first game of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say I like the Browns.
That just kind of sucks for both teams, a divisional game being your first game. You know what I mean?
It does. It
for both teams.
Yeah, it's not a smart move. So
win or loss, like you know what I mean. Win or lose is like, all right, yeah, we got a division game over with, yay. But then in the same breath, it's like, damn, we lost division game
already. That might come back to haunt you because that division. If the Steelers are good this year, that might be good because we know the Ravens will be, which is the next game we'll talk about. But if the Steelers are good, that's 4 teams that could, anybody could win it this year with the AFC North. But we'll have to see about that.
Right. But you can practice and load up, you know what I mean, with your first game being a conference game because it's like either way it goes, it's like, all right, we get a measure of our team, we win, and we lose, we get a measure of our team, and we can still go.
Oh yeah, and
that's
that's
true.
Another thing. Shout out to y'all be beating up on my boy Rose. He do be deserving it a lot of time, but I want to shout him out on this one point right here. Man, shout out Myles Garrett, and that. The biggest thing on the Bengals team that always kept them from going all the way is their offensive line, bro. Do your homework. Shout out YBA. Shout out J-Man. Do your homework on the Bengals offensive line being trash for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
they got Myles Garrett,
but they still been able to go far with a trash O-line. So
because Joe Burrow is him.
Yeah, Joe Burrow and Jamar and so
Joe Burrow doesn't run outside the pocket. That much we all know. But the thing is, he has great pocket feet and pocket awareness. You know what I'm saying? So that with him being not able to move freely, it's gonna be interesting to see how he could be able to move in that pocket. And we still know what that offensive line, like Cooley was bringing up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much you can do, and you still happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he'll be pressured to be able to have to press that bad. They have the offensive weapons around so where he could be able to get the ball out quickly. But that being said, if they can match up with the right defense that can stay up on someone, that's what will put them in a bad spot. So where you have time to get at Joe. And being that with this, especially with this weekend, he hasn't had time to do practice or training camp. He's been rehabbing with his injury. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? That rust is gonna be real rusty. So I really like Cleveland's chance to win an ugly game. And I don't know about 31-24. I'm gonna go a little lower. Like truthfully, I feel like it's gonna be like 21-17 on some ugly weird ugly, weird scoring. Someone's gonna miss a PAT. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right there. It's gonna be
All right, cool.
It's a division game.
All right.
20-7.
Ooh.
20-14.
Ooh.
Something like that.
I'm gonna go low. I'm going 17-14.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it in the 20s, both teams. So,
I went on the high, so there you go.
all right, let's move on. Texans and the Ravens. The Ravens beating that. Texans first year quarterback, and it's in Baltimore. They got a new team. The fans are ready to see the Odell show. So they Ravens finna get that dub easily.
And the Ravens need that dub.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Just to go ahead and show everything like what they got showing, coming for this next year.
Yeah, they don't have the. Well, I think that does that. I think that did affect the locker room last season. Obviously, the contract situation. So I think that might help. I've had a lot of faith in the Ravens lately, and I think me personally, I don't think they'll be able to bounce back from that drama last year. I still think it'll affect things in the long run, even though they got the contract done. I just don't. But, we only talking about this game, so that's just a whole season prediction I'm giving for them overall. But for this game, they'll win. But, yeah, how are you guys feeling about this game?
I like the Ravens. They coming out. They got something to prove. I feel like they got something to prove. That's just me. But, yeah, I like the Ravens versus the Texans. I feel like CJ Stroud going to show up. So, they going to score like – I like them. I like 30-17, 30 to like 20, 17, something like that. Or like 28, 14, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold Baltimore. Always stay starting off hot with the season. Now, whether or not Lamar stays healthy, that's going to be the big question to see for their season going forward. This game for sure, yeah, I'm going to go about a smooth 35-14. We're going to a smooth cruise. I'm going to feel like we got like two TDs rushing, 2 TDs passing. We're going to see a Lamar Jackson showcase. I think that's what we're going to get. Not just because I got him on fantasy, but because I truly believe that this man could have an actual really good – that unanimous MVP season was not a fluke. That's all I'm going to say about Lamar.
Especially against this team. Like, I don't think they have – I don't know any notable defensive players.
Yeah, Watt retired, so they don't have him no more.
So.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, I think Ravens going to blow them out. I'm not going to say shutout, but I'll at least give the Texans at least 6 points at the most. I don't see much really coming out of them. I can see it being the Odell Lamar show, or Lamar Odell show, all Sunday. So, I mean, that's what I see it. It's probably going to be like 30-6, at maybe 45-6.
Okay, all right, yeah. I was about to say, if I'm gonna guess the score, it's not gonna be no 14. I don't think CJ Stroud can put up 14 just yet. Maybe 13, because when I think 14, that means 2 touchdowns. I think 1 touchdown, 2 field goals, that gets him 13 points. I feel like he could put up 1 touchdown, but I don't think he's gonna put up 2. As a not just say again.
Who could put up 1 touchdown?
CJ Stroud. I think his first. I think he's only going to. I think he's only going to be capable of getting his team 1 touchdown. I'm not saying him throwing or him running. I'm just saying a drive overall as a team. They're only going to get 1 touchdown. Then of course they'll get 2 field goals out of getting close.
I mean that
enough.
could still be true though. It could be one offensive touchdown and like a special team touchdown.
Nah, they ain't like that. Houston ain't getting that. Ravens too disciplined to let up. Yeah, they not giving up no touchdown like that. Ravens too disciplined.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You just had to see Sunday. He said okay. He said that he played. He said that like he played for the Texans. He said okay. Like he a kick returner for the Texans. He like okay, bet.
You niggas this weekend.
Hey, wait till they kick it to me. Okay. All right.
You never know. I just gave out a score.
Yeah. All right. Bucks and the Vikings. Close game, Very close game. Baker Mayfield is gonna keep it close, and the Vikings always like to keep it close. But I got the Vikings since they're at home.
That's all. I was just gonna say perspective. I don't think the Bucks are gonna keep it close. I think the Bucks have the talent to, but I think Baker sucks, and I think their defense is sub, and I think that the Vikings are gonna come out hot because Justin wants to show everybody that they're not missing anything with Dalvin Cook, and I think Kirk is gonna want to prove that right behind him. And I think the running back is gonna want to prove that he can carry on the torch. You know what I mean? So I think I got Vikings. I got Vikings 27, Bucks. Bucks, man, maybe 17, maybe 20. That's 14 points with, 2 or 3 field goals.
Okay, let me correct myself. Baker Mayfield is not going to keep it close. The Vikings going to keep it close because that's what the Vikings like to do. They shoot themselves in the foot enough. Yeah. I should correct that. But go ahead, Rouse.
I was going to say much of the same thing. Like the Vikings last year, they literally had an NFL record. I believe it was 8 or 9 games of like winning closely and coming back or something like that. I believe I'm going to say it was 8 games they came back and won. And ain't nobody did win 8-0 the whole season winning like that, bro. And truthfully, especially off of like, I know, God, I wasn't the biggest Baker Mayfield fan, but seeing what he did last year for the Rams, it was like, okay, it was a magical word in the moment. And you look at the man's career, he has a hot, streaky start. Then it always kind of like flames out. So for this game, especially going against the Vikings, I low-key kind of got this one as a dark horse thriller especially for the opening season. Feel like it's gonna be on some 30-27. Like I feel like there'll be some really weird jobs going on, bro. It's gonna be a really weird game. We might see like maybe 2 TDs coming out of Baker, but I feel like the Vikings will end up clutching up and winning it. But then trying to keep that going forward, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I like the Vikings. I feel like it might be a high scoring game. I don't know why, but something telling me it's gonna be a shootout. But I like the Vikings nonetheless. I like the Vikings because it's like they're proven. They're just proven. Like we really don't know what we might get out of Baker Mayfield. So I got the Vikings.
Yeah, I'll say Platinum P. The attack on Baker Mayfield, that was crazy. He didn't even sugarcoat it. He was like, he sucked. Like, yo, that was crazy.
Ain't no way around it.
The way, he was all right.
That man was like a personal attack right there.
It felt personal. I was just saying.
Nigga who gonna suck gonna be a sucker. A loser gonna be a loser. You feel me? That's just it, bro. Ain't no way around it.
I think we all can agree Baker Mayfield really not the guy. He's not that guy.
He's not that guy. He's just a guy.
Is it because Dak Prescott is a step above Baker Mayfield? Like he was a step away from. He's almost there. You know what I'm saying? Like
there it is.
Sean Watson to replace him.
I tried to let him go. I tried to let this bandwagon talk go all day now. All right. I tried to hold my tongue, but you bringing in Dak Prescott, and this is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that's a little bit wild.
Is a step above Baker. Trey Lance is a step.
I mean, that was the question. That was the offense there for Cowboys. That was a question. Elliott, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt.
That's wild.
Rose heard the episode from last week. It was like, oh, they talking about the Cowboys now that I'm not going. Now that I'm going. Now he wanted to attack them out of nowhere. He got to get his
crazy, bro. I don't send no shots.
Hey, Pat, I see what
Cowboys
fans be saying now. I see what you be saying now, Patrick. Y'all get a lot of stray bullets. Like
for no reason, niggas gotta be confident.
Like they wake up and hate Cowboys. Like
that is true. That's the media too. The media love to make something about the Cowboys. It's like y'all create the delusion by talking about them so much.
I don't. So to your point, I think it's a little bit of like everybody love taking underdogs so much that it's like niggas be like, well, who the fuck told y'all to be America's team? It's like, all right, I understand. I get it. I thought the same thing growing up too. Until we all sat down and thought about what America is. America is the land of capitalism. When we sit down and think about what is every team worth, every team is worth about $4 billion, except for one, the Dallas Cowboys, which is worth about double $9 billion. Not about, which is worth double at $9 billion. I believe teams are at about 4.5, so double is about 9. So I mean, that's why they're America's team, because they bring in money, they bring in revenue, they make money, X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, I just don't get it. Niggas just wake up wanting to hate, and I'm like I said, I'm the most non-delusional fan alive.
I
Like,
see
don't
it.
get
Like I can see it. Like he
No, I
pulled
mean,
that
I
out.
just don't understand that term or nickname of America's team. Like, I would feel more
I
like the
just told
Patriots would be
you.
more America's
He
team.
he just did it. He just did it. He just showed you the socioeconomic version of it.
Look at this
He had to get into it. He had to get real deep into why they called America's team. Because if we want to base it off of success, America's team in the early 2000s was
Yeah,
the New England Patriots.
cut
But
it.
he went into the deep actual meaning of it, and he said, "Hey, America is capitalism," which of course it is, and the team that's got the most.
I'm never gonna say they not America's team. I'm just gonna say your quarterback suspect and y'all not winning a Super Bowl. That's as far as I go with it.
Yeah, you can be America's team, but not America's quarterback.
I don't even think it's just the quarterback though. I think we should really talk about it from the head when we reference them. It's our owner, because you can't talk about our players without referencing our owner, and our owner is where the problem is. It's not the players. The players come out, they do their thing. We see it on all these other teams, bro. It's the owner. This nigga just don't go get what he needs. He gets what he wants. That's the problem.
That's deep. That's deep. But let's let's say we done diluted. Everybody got their prediction though. We all said the Vikings. So
we not at the Cowboys yet.
Yeah, we got a minute. We got your team next, Cooley.
Hey man, I was asking a question.
You asking questions, but the questions are who we got in this game. Not, I don't even know what his question was about the Cowboys.
We were talking trash about Baker Mayfield trash. Okay, well, Dak Prescott kept his job, but what's going on with that? That's my only question with that.
Well, brother, listen here, man.
Hold on, I stepped away for a second. Can you ask the question again?
No, we don't need that question.
No. Please, can you ask the question again?
Hold the question until we get to the Cowboys. See, Rouse, look what you started. You started a Cowboy delusional fan.
Man, I was trying to
be riled up. You get me riled up.
Where you coming from by Baker, man? I was just trying to see.
My mic ain't been red all day, Rouse.
Did you just say yo Baker? What? When did he become your Baker?
No, I ain't say he was my Baker. I said we said Baker was trash. I was just trying to see what's going on with
I see why you repping Baker. I see you still got Tampa ties. You still got Tampa ties inside of you. That's why you repping Baker.
I get it. Repping Baker.
This is the thing, though. This is about me, Pat. I was still rocking with the Chiefs. I was the only one going with the Chiefs down here, and everyone with the Bucks. Yeah, it hurt. That one hurt it, bro. Yeah, everyone came in my face with that one that hit it, bro. Yeah, I know.
Nobody give a
Yeah, that sound good. Bro. I don't believe none of that shit.
Not a Kansas City fan trying to get empathy for losing a Super Bowl. Man, get out of here.
Like, bro, I don't believe none of that shit. I think you was with the winners.
Bro. Hey, I couldn't get mad at it. I said, "Dang, I got it today."
That's a nice size. You saw Tampa, you might, man, I'm going to the Chiefs, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I was outside the stadium.
I think that was the night.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, let's move on to Cooley's team. Panthers and the Falcons, another divisional matchup. Bryce Young's first game, he doesn't get the win. I got the Falcons.
Let's go.
I got the Dirty Birds.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Playboy.
I was gonna say, man, I got the Falcons, of course. I mean, hey, man, you already seen reports, man. They got the easiest schedule, and it starts off easy already. So I mean, ain't nothing to complain about. I feel like they should do something with this schedule, so they should be winning if they got the easy schedule. And I think the Panthers ain't that big of a threat to them anyway. In that division, they ain't really a big threat to anybody. They in the same boat as the Texans, to be honest with you. So I feel like the Falcons should win this game. Really, they should win this game easily. but they probably gonna end up winning the game like 21-6.
Man, we got something to prove, man. We coming out with a chip on our shoulder. Like, this is our moment. Like Najee said before, the division wide open. It's paid out in gold for us. I know the Falcons gonna give us some easy wins though, and take some unnecessary losses. So with that being said, I'm still I like the Falcons, but it's gonna be close. This is a NFC South game, and I watched the Falcons in the NFC South for years, and I will say that it don't matter the record when it comes to the NFC South games. And anybody who watched the NFC South and you in the South, you could vouch. These be close games. I like the Falcons, but it's going to be close. I like 21-17, 21-17, or 24-20. Good old fashioned. We get up quick early in the first quarter. We fall asleep on the gas. They make a comeback, and then we pull it off with a late field goal. I like that.
Okay. We would have to see about that one. I didn't know you guys got an easy schedule, but yeah, either way, I think it will be close though. I do agree about that.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think it's gonna be close. I don't see what everybody sees in Bryce Young, and this is why I say that. Hey, Rose, can you? Okay. But there, I don't think that Bryce Young I think Bryce Young is gonna suffer the same thing that Tua suffered, bro. Like, I think that in Alabama, these guys are thriving because they have nothing but 5-star talent around them. But like, these are small guys, and they're small, they're quick. You know what I mean? Because their body frame, like a smaller guy, is gonna be quick. They got an arm, and it's crazy that they can make the throws that they can make and stuff of that nature. It is cool when they can get to that point. But it's different when you got, like, Micah Parsons, for example, wasn't Micah Parsons in college. If that was the case, he would have went number 1, number 2. He took a step. He got some weight on him, and to that point, all of these defensive guys do. And I don't think that they're going to translate well. I just don't see them translating too well. Man can't even see over his line.
I want to add to what you're saying. I'm gonna add to hold on, Jamal. I'm gonna add to what Pat's saying. The Atlanta Falcons defense got upgraded this year. I just want to let everybody know that. We got Calais Campbell. We still got Grady Jarrett. That's like real talent on the defensive end, on the defensive line. And we got AJ Terrell, stellar cornerback, and we signed the Lions cornerback that they drafted in the first round.
I think y'all picked up Bates from the Bengals, I think, at safety.
Yeah, Sersky. So yeah. It might be Pat might be on to something.
He is on to something, because it's just all about how Carolina uses it. Because when I think of quarterbacks of that stature, I think of Drew Brees. And I think of how Sean Payton never ran him around like that. He let him kind of just be a quarterback because of his size. And I think if Carolina doesn't focus on trying to run Bryce Young, I think he might be successful.
But I think something that you're not talking about with Sean Payton though is Sean Payton, made sure that Drew Brees didn't have to run a lot because of his line. He made sure that he had some great blockers. Like, I believe, wasn't his center a Hall of Fame center? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised. And he also kept a good running back, whether it be Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara for those few years. And look at Carolina. They picked up Miles Sanders off of us. And I think they picked up another running back to be behind him. So
hopefully that can happen. Like, I'm not wishing no ill will on them. Like, I don't want that at all. But I'm just looking at the size of these guys. Like, man, these freaking freak of athletes, bro. And I just be like, how are these small guys? Like, this man can barely stand up at the podium and talk straight up at a podium that the the last guy who's just in front of him, who stands in front of him, is towering over. Like, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's just when it comes to that, it's just going to be all about how they build around him.
I was about to say,
Yeah, I want to see. I just want to see him get hit one good time and see how he get up. That's it.
Oh wow, okay. Like you, like man, Pat was talking about. With
This a rivalry game.
I know it's a division game for y'all boys. I can understand the blood, man. I get it, bro. And I understand, especially we're talking about the smaller quarterbacks. You talking about the Kyler Murrays, Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield. There's a lot of small quarterbacks. But I mean, low key even throwing Russell Wilson in there. I mean, he's not as short as some of the other guys, but he's still. I think there was a game that they did a video cam from the helmet. It was pretty interesting to see, like, oh damn, the usual guys really cannot see over the line for real. But how can you make that trust? And Sean Payton made it easier for Drew Brees to where it was a repetition because they had that kind of culture set in. Now for, like y'all was talking about, for Carolina, it's gonna be interesting to see if they could be able to establish that kind of confidence, especially going against a good defense, a revamped defense for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing that we do know with Atlanta, they can get a lot of great defensive talent. I think it's gonna be a real good test to see. And honestly, I understand where everybody coming from. We'll go with an ugly game like a Sanford division. It's gonna be like 13-6, and I'm gonna slide with the Panthers on the dark horse victory on that one.
Wow.
Now you're gonna hold you on that one, bro.
Wow.
Okay, I like that. I'm keeping track of these because I'm keeping track of these so far, and I'm gonna make sure we get everybody's record at the end of this week.
Jamel,
to see what we're looking like.
We're going to move on, Jamel. I know you're the mediator. We're going to move on, but I just want to ask Rose this question. So you telling me on this podcast, Heavily Opinionated Podcast, shout out to the fans, get it, check us out every Tuesday, every Friday, weekly, you know that. But you saying on this podcast right now that we're going to score 3 points against the Panthers.
No. Y'all can get 2 field goals. I said 2 field goals.
You said 6 points. Oh,
I said 13-6. Nah, I ain't trying, bro. Nah.
Wow, this man said, "Well, no, you get 2 field goals, not 1 field goal."
I'm not gonna lie. I see where he's coming from. Because I have big questions for Atlanta's offense. Like, they have to take a step this year. Kyle Pitts has to take a step this year.
That's the big part.
We not scoring 6 points.
If Kyle Pitts don't take the leap that he's supposed to, then y'all very
What you
much
mean?
will.
He's still a flea.
Y'all have the same issue that the Jets.
But he wasn't producing.
But he wasn't producing, bro. He wasn't balling.
Yes, he was.
He was not balling.
No, he was.
He was playing better than he was playing better than he was playing over the past few years. And let's be honest.
Few years. Last year was his second year.
It was 2 years.
I was about to say last year was his.
I thought he had 2 years before that.
Nah, this past year was his second year.
But okay, so he was playing.
His last year his last year at Florida was the COVID year.
My boy over the Frank.
Yeah, he was playing better than his first year, but I don't.
Much like with any young player,
but he got to get TDs. He got to get TDs though. Like he was going stupid.
I think he needs more yards.
So I think what he's missing. I think what he's missing is that elite quarterback. Because I feel like Atlanta had the same problem like the Jets with a great ass defense, but they needed that quarterback that's going to put their receivers or put the tight ends in a better position or hit the pockets that they're in already versus having these receivers or tight ends have to go and get open. You know what I mean? Because you see these guys open, then they have to go get open, and I hate that shit for them because I feel like that's what's fucking them up.
I just want to say that we had a top 5 rushing offense.
Rose, can you go on mute?
We had a top 5 rushing offense. Who's going to guard Drake London? And Kyle Pitts is still a mutant.
I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying, but I don't.
Points. That's all I got.
But I just like, and that's why I'm saying I could see what he's saying. But I'm like, isn't Desmond Ridder stepping into the quarterback position this year? And it's like
he's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I hope so. We just have to see.
Hold on. So our head coach, who came from Tennessee, runs a similar offense as Tennessee. So think of Tennessee, right? What they do, they feed the ball to Derrick Henry, and then they play off of him. It's the same thing. We're going to feed the
Facts.
run game, and then we're going to play action fake, and we're going to go over the top Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and we're going to beat the Carolina Panthers and send them home. That's it. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I mean, I agree. Y'all gonna beat the Panthers. I'm talking about just for the long run, for the whole year. And I think that y'all could get dubs with that.
It's
with
too
that
early
method
for.
to the
It's too
madness.
early for. It's the Falcons. I'm never gonna speak too early on my team. The Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons. We're gonna remember they the Atlanta
Facts.
Falcons. So I'm not gonna. Y'all not getting me this year. Y'all not. I'm not doing this with y'all this year. So I'm gonna go game by game, and I'm gonna go off of what I see. Y'all keep talking about how y'all feel. I'm going off. I'm giving y'all stats, playbook. Like I'm breaking it down. Like y'all not gonna
Okay,
give me this
that
shit.
man Frank said he was at training camp.
Y'all not
Okay,
gonna give me this
we
shit.
gonna have to
And
see.
they've been looking good in training camp. So
Everybody look good
Bryce
at
Young
training
not the
camp,
guy.
but
It's too early. It's too early to say.
yeah, it
That's
definitely is too early for Bryce Young. Definitely is. All right, we got the Cardinals and the Commanders. Boy, ooh, I feel like both teams about to lose. No one's gonna win this game. I'll go with the command. It's in Washington. Yeah, I'll just go with the Commanders. I think they'll just if they just stay dedicated to the run game.
I'll go Commanders. Actually, no, I'll go Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going Commanders. Commanders sneaky. They got a good defense. I like Commanders.
I ain't gonna hold. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Arizona's trying to lose all these games so they get their number one pick in. They trying to get that up. So it's gonna be the Commanders' top 10 defense last year. No one talks about. Yeah, I think they're gonna be real nice in that division next year.
Yeah, they got a nasty defense.
So
Defense nasty.
you say you got the Commanders. Okay. Okay, that man said they want Caleb Williams. He would fit, but we'll have to see about it. That's a different topic for another day. All right.
Yeah, I got the Commanders. I think they got a better squad, and they got a lot to prove this year.
All right, cool. All right, moving right along. Let's get through the rest of these real quick. Jaguars and the Colts. I don't want to go against Anthony Richardson. I feel like for some weird reason he might get one. I got the Colts.
Got the Colts.
I got Jags.
I go Jags.
I got the Jaguars.
I ain't gonna bet against that boy.
White hope. Trevor Lawrence, baby, coming through.
Yeah,
I got Jags.
Before Josh
We see who's gonna be a future Jaguar fan.
And he's already kind of stirring the pot right now.
The Great White Hope is crazy.
49ers and the Steelers. I got the 49ers.
Dang. No, I'm gonna stay with the Steel City. Going with the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers.
I like the Steelers. They gonna be nasty this year. I'll say that.
Okay. Everybody got those.
Niners versus the Steelers. I got the Niners.
Word. Niners. Okay. Yeah, most people. I will have to see because it's the Steelers and it's in Pittsburgh, and and I think they beat them last year. I remember they beat somebody last year or like upset somebody that was like Super Bowl hopefuls. It was the Bills. That's what it was. The Steelers that beat the Bills like a few years ago, and everybody was like, "Oh wow!" But all right, moving on. Titans and the Saints. In New Orleans.
That's gonna be a good game.
Give me them Saints. Let me go. They're marching in. Yes, sir. Give me them Saints, baby.
I can go who that. I can get down with who that, but honestly, I just don't know. Honestly, it's one of those I don't care games. But I get down with who that just because it's like I care more to see them win than to see the Titans. But it's like that's my emotions. I don't know about the team. Well, I do know about the teams. It's just gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
going
see.
who that. I'm
Give me
going
that
to
man,
them
Dirty
Aints.
Derrick.
Aints.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm gonna go with.
Pause, bro. Hold on. No. He didn't say Derrick.
What is
He
going
said,
on?
did you say give me that boy Dirty Derrick? Did you say give me that boy Dirty Derrick?
Dirty Derrick Carr in this bit. You know what I mean? That's that boy, bro.
Wow.
Dirty
Oh,
Derrick
wow.
Carr, bro. That you
That's
just gotta pause that just
wild.
because the come on, yo.
Yo, that's I don't know about that one, my man.
I like Dirty Derrick.
He said, "Give me that boy, Dirty Derrick."
What is going on here?
Dirty Derrick.
Yo.
That's the thumbnail. Let's
Ooh,
go.
I'm gonna go with the Titans just because of
Dirty
that.
Derrick.
I'm a rock with the
That's
Titans. I think
wild.
they can pull out this win for
I'm
some
going
weird
with
reason.
the
I just have a
Aints still,
feeling.
nonetheless. I'm going with the Aints, regardless of the fact.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Facts.
yeah, the
facts.
Aints, they're gonna win this.
Okay, I'm the only one
It's
with the
gonna be a
Titans.
close
I'm okay
game.
with it.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Moving on.
All right, Raiders and the Broncos. Ooh, in Denver. I think Russell Wilson gets that home win. I think he's gonna get that dub.
Russell better get that dub. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and say that right here and now. If he'll win two, he got 2 games. He got 2 games. And if they get blown out in this game, this is it.
Mm.
I know they ain't in the Bay Area no more.
I agree with
But Raiders. Oh yeah. We don't care about no Russell. We're going with the Raiders.
Hey, this all I'm gonna say. What my boy Future say? Y'all know the line. Yeah,
And
we
I
got the
still
Raiders.
fuck him up. And I
Hey,
still fuck him up.
we gonna have it PG-13 tonight, but yeah, I got them Raiders.
Yeah, that's a mic drop right there. Future said it, but like Cooley said, bro. I like Russell, but hey, man, like Pat, bro. If he don't get it together, Sean Payton ain't gonna be playing that for far too much longer, bro.
Nah, they ain't finna. He ain't even coached a single game. They're not finna give him the boot after
Bruh,
1 year.
once you
They'll
put
get that man 2 years. He's got too much respect in this league.
Sean ain't the problem.
Melo or any other player that we say, oh, he's an all-star, he's a future Hall of Famer, he's a no doubter. The minute you put bad tape out there, everything goes.
Sean Payton would not get fired after 1 season there.
No,
Sean
He's
Payton
not.
ain't on the hot seat.
Russell Wilson will get benched.
And they got the
Sean
same
Payton
team.
get
Oh,
They
fired.
didn't change the team. It's the same.
Yeah, no, I just don't see Sean Payton getting fired after one season with a team.
He's not saying Sean Payton. He's saying Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
okay. He's saying Russell Wilson. I don't know. I forgot the contract situation, but
He getting paid. But I'm gonna tell you this: he gonna get benched.
Eli Manning.
bench for who? Though? They don't have nobody behind him. Though. That's the thing.
So y'all about to say so you go find a nigga on the street. Tyler Heineke was a nigga on the street.
He said Tyler Heineke ain't he in the A right now? He waiting. He about to take Ritter job, but we'll see about that. Okay. All right. Everybody said Broncos. I know Troy said Raiders. Everybody got their predictions with that one, right? We good.
I think Cooley said Raiders too, ain't it?
I did too. I said Porn Star Jimmy on that one.
Okay, now you're getting you're getting wild. All right, that's enough, bro. That's enough. You're making the NFL too sexual, man. Like, relax.
What you mean? That's their nickname.
Dirty Derrick. No.
Hey, no, that's your nickname.
You're
them, not their nickname.
Who's calling him damn dirty? It's not even that good.
Time out. You telling me. You said that's what they call him.
Who is they?
They call that man Jimmy G, and you decide to go with Porn Star Jimmy. Oh, okay.
Thank you. I'm thinking
what?
Jimmy
That's
G.
good.
I like Jimmy G.
Hey, don't worry about it, Buck Nasty. Here's a card for you. That's your warning. Go ahead. Let's move on, Millie.
Thank you. That is wild, man. You don't come with none of them type of nicknames on this next team, because boy, I'll be on the first flight to Tampa, man. All right, so we got
Porn Star who?
Porn Star Jimmy G. I don't know. I don't even don't even know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you now.
You
If you
calling him
don't know,
cute?
I'm gonna tell you
You
now.
calling him
No,
cute?
don't do my boy Ken like that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. All right, that's just a little bit of Ken recommendations. If you don't know, go find out. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Yeah, all right.
You stupid.
And I ain't saying I seen it. I'm just saying I know about the story, and I seen a little bit of whom the story involved. That's all I'm saying.
Crazy. That's what he said. That's Rose's recommendations. That's wild. Okay. Moving. All right. My Eagles play against Najee's Patriots. I got my Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Thank you. Have some respect and be realistic. No delusion.
No. I'm realistic over here. I know what it is about my team, man. Bro, we about to be fighting for our lives this whole season. What you mean? We got the 4th hardest schedule, and we ain't even got a real quarterback. And we got a bum off the street as a backup.
I feel that. I feel that my Gators have a tough schedule. They talked about that too with us playing Utah and like LSU and everything, but here nor there. So
I won't be able to watch a full game. I'm gonna watch a half of each game. I can't watch them get beat down like that.
When you see your team have a tough schedule, it's hard to really be like, optimistic, because it's like, damn, the storm's coming.
I know.
You can't last all of them unless you are just that team. But
I felt like when we did the predictions on the season, I was one of the most realistic teams. It was like, brother, it's like the Patriots, we gonna have a rough schedule. The whole entire year we're gonna have a rough season. So it's like we start off with the Eagles. Like, come on, bro. I ain't gonna sit here, man, we might got a fighting chance. No, we don't. Oh, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
We might stay in the game for the first half, unless Jalen Hurts go to hurting us. But other than that, I'm being realistic. The Eagles gonna win.
Bro, y'all might stay in the game in the first half if Jalen Hurts get hurt. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Why would you even bring up that type of negative energy? Why would you even bring up the if?
My next statement was, I ain't wishing that on them, but
but you still brought it up.
That ain't my team.
You still brought the negative.
It's not for me not to say. It's not for me not to say because that's not my team.
Okay.
Hey, you can say that. You can say that about us. Just don't say that about that defensive side.
I'm not even going to bring it up.
But we got backup on the QB nowadays.
Whether you're wishing it or not, you brought it up though. Like, come on, bro. That's wild.
I think
because reality is reality, bro. I've been hurt myself, bro. I know what reality is, and that's just it is what it is. Either you're gonna get hurt or you're not. All right.
I guess.
Money on that boy Jalen Hurts' head, man. What parts is that? I'm gonna just move on. I like the
wow, man. Y'all just want to...
I like.
Yo, why is we even bringing that up?
Yo, he was trying to get this man out of here.
Ain't it, brother? And they're subliminally doing it, like trying to realistically say, well, then sports injuries, and just sometimes guys get hit. No, man, you are literally saying if he get hurt now, like, oh damn.
If they say the same thing about Kansas City, if Patrick Mahomes is hurt, they're not going anywhere.
I ain't they. I'm him.
Let me get up on out of here.
They would say the same thing about Tom Brady. If Tom Brady gets hurt, it's over. Like,
hey, Ross said, "Hey, y'all even talk about my quarterback like that."
They say the same thing about Braun. If Braun and if AD is not healthy, the Lakers ain't gonna be this. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about there, Pat.
That's true. That is true. But we ain't got no Lakers fans right here in the chat. I mean, in the conversation. So
you got a Lakers supporter because I want LeBron to win.
Well, yeah, we're all supporters of the Lakers. We're all LeBron supporters.
But don't talk for me.
Yeah.
So you're not a LeBron supporter? Damn,
this nigga's a natural hater.
It's a professional hater, bro. Don't talk about me.
I'm out with LeBron, but he's not my favorite player.
But I didn't say he was everybody's favorite. I just said we all LeBron supporters, right?
Oh no, I ain't supporting him.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
The only person I'm over here supporting is Jimmy B.
Wow, of all people.
Yes, sir. We over. If you ain't a dog, we don't support you over here. And LeBron ain't no dog.
You gonna go hop on. You like
he about to shake me with that look at that hand 3-pointer. No, Buck Nasty. I ain't falling for that.
I think he'll get you.
That Disney Channel ass move. I
think he'll get you, bro. I think he'll get you with that shit.
Look at the hand. I'm not falling for that. I won't. I refuse.
Hey, bro.
See that right now reaching. I can
That's
see
the
that.
most rookie ass move.
You don't want it. You don't want
I can
Bron.
see. I can see Najee reaching so hard right now. I
Remember
can
that
see.
girl on Disney Channel with the basketball movie, and she sit there, she shuffle her feet.
That's when niggas fuck up because when they reach, he snatch that shit quick and shoot.
No, I can see Najee reaching so hard, and then as soon as he pulled that shit, oh shit! Oh shit!
No, I ain't
I
falling.
know you falling for that move, man.
I don't reach.
He'll get you. He'll get you because you think he's not gonna do it, and then you're like, oh shit.
That 2+2 ass move. I ain't falling for that.
I didn't even get on the whole LeBron.
Yeah, you're right. Because I got salty about talking about Jalen Hurts. That's all.
You can't hate on the heavily opinionated opinions, man. That's all.
Y'all had y'all chance in the Sun Eagles. It's okay. Y'all going back to the playoff. Relax. Come on.
That's true.
Moving
All right.
on.
So we all got my Eagles though, right? Everybody got them for the dub.
Yes.
All right, just making sure.
Bro,
No, okay. See, no. See, it's
Not
because
a
of my
draft.
Eagles.
Whoa.
See, all these other games, I do a double check, and y'all say, yeah. But as soon as I say we all got my Eagles, y'all like, yeah, nigga, yeah.
Eagles gonna win, but I'm gonna make sure I'm watching, because they're gonna be honoring my boy Tom Brady for the one time. They're gonna be honoring.
Oh, okay, that's dope. That'll be
I'll
dope.
be watching. I'm watching for that.
I'm rocking with that. Yeah, it's the Sunday afternoon game too. It'll be nice. All right, Rams and the Seahawks. Ooh, I got the Seahawks. I got Geno for the dub. I don't think the Rams will be ready. I still don't know if Cooper Kupp is ready to play yet. I think the Rams need a little bit to get back into tune to, okay, this is the team again, because it's been a while since all of them have played together. So, and, just the Seahawks playing after a Sunday afternoon for them and the 12th man it's going to be rocking. They got it.
Hello? Yeah, I just
Yes.
got hold
Oh,
on.
Lord.
I just got off the phone. My bad, y'all. I just got a phone with DK Metcalf. He told me directly. He said, "Hey, Cooley, tell him this that I'm gonna drop 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna go for $150 and Seattle, no doubt about it." And I'm just relaying the message. That's what he told me. So, yeah.
Stop the cap. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go with that boy.
Buddy about to go for 70 yards. 5 catches and a touchdown.
Cap stopped at 2 touchdowns. I was like, come on now, cut it out. He might be built like Derrick Henry, swole up, but he ain't doing no 2 touchdowns. But I got the Seahawks though. I see the 12 man. They gonna show up and show out. LA, they ain't been looking right for a while now. I don't know what it is going on. It's all over the place. It's the defense, it's the offense, it's all over the place, coaching and everything. It ain't looking right. So I'm gonna go with that boy Pete. I could trust in Pete.
And Tyler Lockett and Geno. Yeah, them boys gonna be ready.
What'd he say? They wrote him out. He wrote back or something.
He ain't right back though. He said they tried to write me off, but I ain't right back though.
Oh,
Like, okay. I was like, yeah, I like that.
I guess the ink didn't work in the pen.
He's stupid.
And because of that reason, that's exactly I agree with y'all boys. I'm going with the Seahawks. The Rams too battered up. They was already trying to trade Matthew Stafford. And like y'all boys said, man, Pete Carroll to me, man, he looking real Andy Reid-ish over there with Seattle, bro. I ain't gonna hold. They've been real
Boy,
consistent. You gotta respect what they got going on over there.
What? How does that even? You know what? I don't. No, let's not. You know what? Let's not. Let's not.
He revitalized Geno Smith's career. We really left them for dead and didn't think that it would have a chance. And them boys got to the playoffs last year. Put some respect on that man's name.
Okay.
I got Seahawks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right. So yeah, everybody's got Seahawks with that. All right. Let's see who we got. Dolphins and the Chargers. Come back to me. I'll let y'all cook this one.
It's getting a little late. I gotta go in and spark this one real quick. Let me let it.
This is tough.
Is there a question? Is this really a question?
This is really a question. This is really a question right now.
What? What do you mean?
Man, I'm going with the Dolphins.
Okay.
I'm going with the 305, baby. Ain't no question about it.
Really?
Is everybody on the Chargers healthy?
I'm about to say that's what I was about to say though, because like the Chargers should be coming in healthy, bro, and I feel like their offense is weapon the fuck out, but their defense is stacked as well. So it's like I think it's interesting to hear you say that. I think Miami, all they got is speed, bro. I mean, and if you can contain that speed, which is very hard to do, it's very hard to do, bro, because it's hard to
Why are
put
we
something
acting
in a
like the
box.
Dolphins didn't get better on defense too, though? They literally picked up Jalen Ramsey.
That
But
is true.
I mean, they did.
Jalen,
But he's coming off of
Jalen.
the injury. He's coming off of the surgery, and I
We
had the
talking a lot of
surgery myself.
injuries.
I
We
had the
talking a lot of
surgery
injuries
myself.
coming into week 1.
Right, but I had the surgery myself, and I understand that they have professional help, and he's gonna definitely get better help than I personally did, and probably come in this feeling way better within no time. But I'm also gonna say that it does take a little bit back from you. I'm also gonna say as well, he was already declining a little bit from what it seemed like with the Rams last year. So I don't think it's gonna necessarily help his case.
That's true. That's true, because
But I love
that
Jalen
Bengals
Ramsey.
Super Bowl, Jamar was cooking them. They was cooking them, boy. If it wasn't for Vaughn and AD getting to Joe Burrow, I don't know if they would have won that bowl, because Burrow was cooking them corners. He was cooking Jalen. So, yeah, you're right. He has lost a little bit of a step. So I don't know. I think I'll still go with the Dolphins though. Oh well, it's in LA.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins though. I ain't gonna lie, but I just don't think that, to the point of, I just wanted to highlight Playboys, but I think Dolphins, they got that speed, bro. It's hard to contain that.
I might actually go Chargers. I think it'll be the
Chargers. Let's go Chargers. Go.
I'm going with the Chargers. I really
Yeah,
love
I'm going with the
Tua, but
Chargers.
I think Justin Herbert's going to have it coming out party with this one. It's set up for a high scoring game. But
I can see it.
Somewhere about 35-30. 35-28, really going around there. Shootout.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Rose. I'm gonna say Chargers in a shootout. In a shootout, yeah.
Okay, we'll see. All right, we get into the end. We get into the last couple games. The last afternoon game, the Packers and the Bears. Man. Jordan Love, does he get his first win, or does Justin Fields start this new era? Which one is more likely to happen? I'll go with Justin Fields. I think he gets that dub. It's going to take a minute for Jordan Love to get it. I could see him even winning the division and taking them to a wild card, but he's going to start off a little bit slow. It's going to take a while. I got the Bears.
I definitely got the Bears. I think they're already cooking up something nice over there, and I think that Green Bay has probably about a year or two until they're, until they just have their identity back. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Rodgers was Green Bay, so they just lost a lot of their identity. I think that they're gonna have to figure that out, these next few years. And I think what Justin Fields has cooking up out in Chicago, and the talent that they just put around him with the speed of the wide receivers, because that's really what he needed, was the wide receivers, people that can get out quick. I think that they're gonna do well this year.
I like the Bears. Over the Packers. I feel like the Packers are in the same situation the Patriots was in a couple years ago when Tom Brady left. They might make the playoffs. Like Jamel said, they might start off slow, make the playoffs, but they're not gonna do anything substantial for like the next 2 to 3 years. I think they, like they said, find their identity. So I like the Bears. The Bears. Justin Fields, and Montgomery.
I'm going with the Bears. There's no question about it. All points was already made. They don't even know who they are, man. I don't even think they're gonna be doing the Lambeau Leap this year. So I got the Bears.
Dang. That's crazy. You think the fans will be like, no? They're gonna try to jump in. They're gonna be like, no, don't jump in there. We're not catching you.
I will argue against that. I will feel though Jordan Love will be the one more comfortable in this game coming into it, because here's what he's already been in the league for 3 years. Though yes, he has not played the games and been the starter. He's had his opportunities and he has played well. He didn't play well against Kansas City. With the other 2 games, he did play well. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be great. I think he's gonna be good enough to be able to win the division. I feel like Justin Fields could be the second best or even the best quarterback in here, depending on how he plays out with his weapons. But it's his first game with these actual weapons. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we saw what he did with his legs last year, but if you're just stay one dimensional, we got to see you actually be able to make these plays. That remains to be seen. But Jordan Love, even though he has not played the games, he's been in practice. He's been playing with NFL players for 3 years. You mean to tell me that doesn't give him any kind of experience of being able to be comfortable in the setting and say, okay, play my game. You know what I mean? It's not that he's seen everything and anything, but trust and believe. I believe that Jordan Love can be what Aaron Rodgers was last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll be the MVP Rodgers off the bat, but I feel like he could definitely be a solid quarterback, not turn the ball over, play within the LaFleur system. I don't really, especially with the pieces that they already had with Aaron, he already had time to work with those weapons. I think he's gonna be more comfortable.
I don't know. Personally, I think to your point about Jordan or Justin Fields not working with those weapons, I think that it shows a little bit more, or it's going to be a little bit more of adversity, for Jordan Love, considering he hasn't even played real snaps and played a full. He's probably played a couple full games, you know what I mean, but not a full season, and he hasn't been looked at as that go-to guy, so that's different, even if you're thinking in your head like all year, oh shit, I can't wait to go into it. Like, it's kind of the same thing with Zach Wilson over there with the Jets. Like, he was the go-to guy, and everybody's expecting him not to take it too well, and now he's taking it a little bit better. So I think it could be a situation where he could propel, and he could, because like you said, he has definitely had some pro reps. He's been on that team. They haven't cut him for a reason. You know what I mean? And they've clearly see like something in him that they can move forward with. But I do think that Justin Fields, personally, I think we've seen him with talent in Ohio State, and we've seen him throw the ball. We've seen him throw the ball sometimes in Chicago and make some crazy plays, but most of his plays is done with his legs. But I think bruh has that same talent as Lamar. You just needed to give him something.
That's valid.
That's true. Justin Fields is in the same situation as Lamar Jackson, but this will be the only in this game for Justin Fields. This is the argument against it. The Packers defense is actually pretty legit. You know what I mean? And they still got that same defense with new players. And
that's facts.
They don't. They got new players offensively, but we don't know nothing on that defense. I don't know nothing about Chicago Bears.
Nah, that's a Fendi. Hey, that's the Fendi. That's a Fendi stack of the week. They got a nasty. That cornerback, Alexander, nasty. You know what? No, I'm still going with that. But that defense nasty. It's gonna be a low scoring game.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word on it, man. I didn't really watch enough Bears. I just saw Justin Fields highlight tape because being honest, that's all I could really have access to. You know what I mean? But truthfully, like, I do want to see Justin Fields succeed. Both quarterbacks, really, but I'm just thinking about the situation. And I feel like Justin will be able to try more and have those splash plays, but in terms of actually get those cash in plays, I think Jordan may be more comfortable be able to get in the red zone and finish than Justin Fields right now, because he has so much that he can play around with. But that'll be the only thing I can really say. It's gonna be a dope game though. I don't even want to call a score. Being real, I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, I feel like that should have been the Sunday night game. No shade to the Cowboys and the Giants,
I think that might be game of the week for sure.
Yeah, but that's our night game though. Our Sunday night game, Cowboys and the Giants in New York. I might have to go might have to go Cowboys. Yeah, I think I'll go Dallas.
Hey, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I respected y'all earlier. You respect us. You respect us.
I don't have to.
Hey,
I
you
just
don't. You don't have to, because you could be a fool like everyone else. That's cool.
You see, no, because I can respectfully go with the Giants. It's not about
Nah.
respect. It's more about who do I think is going to win. And I think the Cowboys will win. Disrespectfully, I'm picking the Cowboys. How about that?
Nah, I don't see nothing over there on the Giants, man. And this is no delusion. The Giants, they're cool, you know what I mean? But I just don't see them.
Notice how he has to. You notice how he has to cover every win with no delusion. No.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, because I want y'all to know, like, because everybody like, oh, Cowboy fans is blah blah blah. Like, literally, no delusion, but it's literally like, I ain't saying this because like the Cowboys just has a complete team. We literally have a complete team except for our offense, our offensive weapons. But I mean, for the most part, like I think our offensive line is a B. You know what I mean? And our offensive side of the ball is a B minus, maybe B. You know, it depends on if people step up and they can make it a B plus. You know what I mean? So I got the Cowboys though. And I got us winning about 30 to
and there it goes.
15.
And there it goes. Okay.
15. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We probably get like a good 20 to 25 to like 15, maybe 10.
All right, I'll go with them boys. I'll go with the Cowboys on this one. Unless Saquon come out there running like a madman. But I think I got the Cowboys going crazy.
I don't think our defense gonna let that happen, man. I think because especially with it being week 1, you know what I mean? Like, we're fresh, we're ready for it. You know, like, you know, I don't think Saquon can really just truck over that like defensive side that we have. I don't even think Derrick Henry could just do that week 1.
Nah, he ain't got a truck, but he could juke and spin move and stiff on. He ain't got a truck though. He get shifty though.
Run past him. Wear him out.
He could get shifty on him.
That's
I like that. So, with that being said, man, I don't even know, man. I'm on the fence on it. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna say Giants. No, I'm gonna say Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Cowboys. I'm on the fence though. I'm really on the fence.
Crazy.
I'm going Cowboys.
Everybody on the fence in this game right now is crazy.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. If Saquon Barkley come, I'm siding with Matt.
Y'all putting faith
I know
in
I've been
one
doing
man
that tonight, but
How about say
who didn't even get paid by his team. His team didn't even pay him.
Saquon Barkley, he come out like how and do what he supposed to.
Rose.
Giants might get this.
Yeah.
The Giants might get this. And Saquon Barkley on my fantasy. So I'm praying on y'all downfall. But if I had to look at it, honestly, I like the Cowboys. But I'm praying on y'all downfall. I am.
There's the delusion. It's not us.
I feel like all of us are praying on their downfall. But
No,
it's not.
I'm not praying on the. No,
it's not us.
No.
See, we gotta have the delusional faith, and we gotta have the delusional idea that we're just gonna go above and beyond because niggas just want us to get so fucked up and just pray on our downfall from the beginning.
I pray on everything.
No, it's not.
I'm not even gonna say the joke that I was gonna say because that one would have got us canceled.
Yeah, it's not messed up. It's just if Saquon Barkley come out and he get like over 100 yards, it's gonna be spooky. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm gonna just
That's
bleep
all
In
this
this
out.
league, if any running back get over 100 yards, it's spooky though.
You know what? I'm gonna just bleep this one out. Cowboy fans, y'all niggas sound so goddamn schizophrenic. It's killing me, bro.
I don't get that one. I'm sorry.
Delusion. Okay, it didn't hit. I'll cut it out anyway because you can't say that one. But yeah, just the delusion. It's just the schizophrenia, the seeing things. But yeah, it didn't hit.
No, not at all.
I mean, since you cut shit out, God damn it, Rose. Fuck. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather have this than have his thing like time. Because we've had a good. I don't want to. At this point, we good. But he hasn't been.
Yeah, but I just want the nigga to mute when he not
But
talking.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say, bro. Because the shit is crazy. But I don't know if you can hear it. That's why I think
People
that
probably
he doesn't
can't
know.
hear it. Of course, yeah, he can't hear it.
Yeah.
Low. Like I turned down my volume and everything. So like,
Nah, it's not the volume. The volume was good. You can turn yourself back up. It's not that. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
that's
whatever.
why he was low. I was
Like
wondering why he
if
was
you got your
talking.
headphones plugged in, unplug them and plug them back in, because that might be what it is. 'Cause
It started off great.
Yeah.
But then once around the time like we started doing predictions, it started getting a little bit
It
wonky.
could be in a bad spot or something like that.
But
because it's like giving
at this point, you good
whenever
because all
we
we got to
talk.
do is this is one more team, and then we'll do our segments and get up out of here. So you good at this point, but yeah. All right. Let's get back into it. We had finished up with that. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, and the last one we'll get into the Monday night game, the Bills and the Jets. Man, I got the Bills just going off of experience. I don't think the Jets can get that first dub yet. It's going to take them just 1 week. I think their next game after that, if I knew it, it'd probably be a dub. But it's just a top 10 match. It's a matchup with a top 10 team. I just don't think they can get that win just yet. It's going to take a minute.
Well, then you know what? I agree with you because I'm gonna go with the real great white hope himself, Josh Allen. I'm gonna stick with my boy Josh Allen. And hey, no disrespect to Aaron Rodgers either, Mister Discount Double Check. No disrespect to him, but they're gonna need a little bit of time to gel. I think week 2 they'll get their first win, but week 1 I think Buffalo gonna come out with something to prove. They've been too close for the past couple of years for them to not have some type of hunger to them. So I think this gonna be the year. I think this gonna be a year that they make a statement, and that's how you started off is the best way to make that statement against a future Hall of Famer. That's how you put your stamp of that you about to dominate this year.
I think this is gonna be a great game because let me ask this: is Von Miller still with the Bills?
I can't remember. I think so.
Because, and I'm asking that because
he is, but I don't know if he's healthy or not to play in this first game or not.
Okay.
He is supposed to, but I haven't been tapped in with the Buffalo Bills like that.
Okay, because I'm asking because I think that I think that overall, like I think
I'm sorry. All right.
man. Hey man, but I think overall though, I feel like the Jets has like to what Playboy just said, like the Bills, they got something they got to prove because they was almost there a couple years. But I think there's a little bit of trouble in paradise, bro. And I mean, a lot of people keep saying, "No, it's not." But where there's smoke, bro, there is some fire, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And I think there's smoke over there, bro, because it's too much coming around, like going around, and too much just being said about that. But I do think that the or that the Jets defense, they have something to prove with showing, hey, this wasn't a fluke. And then their offense has something to prove with showing, yo, this is what we are. And the Jets as a whole, because we know them as a losing, like that's all we know them to be. So, like where you start, how you start is how you finish. You know what I mean? How, like you just said. So I'm going with the Jets because I think that they got to start off with a great step.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets. I think my boy A-Rod popped the perk and got activated, and I far as like they playing in New York, they're playing in Jersey, so they got the home field. This the first home game for the new look Jets, Jets, Jets. And yeah, I like the Jets for the upset of the Buffalo Bills. And for Josh Allen, I feel like that defense show up. And I feel like that defense for the Buffalo Bills dropped the ball this game. Mm-hmm.
I say that build on your point, Cool. Like I'm I'm not favoring the Jets this year to come out or anything. I'm not really with all the New York media hype that's going to be coming with them this year. But I will say that the one thing that is going for the Jets' way is the fact that the Buffalo Bills did say that they're trying to change the way that Josh Allen, your Great White Hope playboy, they're changing the way that he plays. That they're not trying to use him as the running first quarterback. They want to be able to use the running game and not be able to get him QB hits and put him out there in harm's way, which is understandable. But at the same time, it kind of takes away a weapon from their offense. So it's going to be interesting to see how to be able to play out of that, especially after their performance last year in the playoffs. Like the offensive line got beat the hell up. The offensive line can get beat up. Not much football to be had. You know what I mean? So especially for Josh Allen going forward this year, it's going to be interesting to see how. It's not that he can't throw the ball. It's the fact that can he make it to where even if running it has been his last option, the first option at times, depending on the play call, can he be able to extend and make these same plays without the use of putting him out there, especially during the course of 17 games for the regular season? Get to the playoffs healthy, dope. But through this season, it's going to be interesting to see how they play out because their running back situation. I mean, I forgot who they exactly picked up this offseason, but I don't really think it's going to help their situation going forward. So I'm going to lean the Jets this way for a mean upset, probably on a 24-21, simply because they're at home, all the love and the hype. And I think they might have some disappointment going after that, especially against New England. New England's like 15-0 against them. Even 6-0